I rode with but a small retinue, the better to draw less interest. Myself, Rahadin, and a few others. Rahadin seemed unflappable as always. I could not tell if his long glances at me were pitying, for certainly his peoples had labored for a cure of their affliction for many long years and yet failed, or whether he somehow knew what had transpired within my quarters the other night. The others were expendable common folk in my employ, in case Rahadin and I needed to silence those who accompanied us. Surely, though, none of us enjoyed the arduous trek south into the foothills of Mount Gakis. The roads were perilous as we scaled the tallest mountain within the valley. The air from our lungs swiftly turned to mist. I wondered if they thought me mad, delirious, following seemingly meaningless meandering turns and paths, with not even the elks to keep us company. Yet the presence from the other night had emblazoned the path in my mind. I needed no map to know where our goal lay. We rest tonight, though I believe we must needs travel soon during the day only. I betrayed it not earlier, but could feel the moon begin to burn my skin after supper. I am afflicted, and my fortitude is no longer enough to delay the disease's effect. An entry from the Tome of Strahda, 3rd Moon, 352. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another terrible, horrible Saturday evening in Barovia. My name is Jonathan Kenny, your game master for the evening, and these are the Forget-Me-Nots. They're all over there, and they're looking a little bit traumatized.
I would never.
Probably for good reason. It actually turned out well because this is Danny's birthday day, so happy birthday to Danny. We missed Prospero, but I'm glad that the plot gave you a week off.
Yeah, that's why we did it.
Yes.
Yep.
It's just so that Danny could have a week off for his birthday. That's it.
I still maintain it was his idea.
It was indeed. Speaking of, last time on Curse of Strahda Terra, the Forget-Me-Nots got some well-deserved downtime that was certainly nice and restful and not at all traumatizing. Ashai and Oleander had a long talk. Clara had some things to do that went south fairly quickly. Was there anybody else that we got to yet, or is it... No, I think it's... yeah. And at the end of Clara's downtime, she let Prospero, the revenant swashbuckler of the party, know that she had picked up a way to undo curses. And Prospero leapt at the chance. Guessing that regardless of whether it turned out for good or ill, he would be rid of his affliction of being a revenant one way or the other. After a lengthy ritual, Prospero began to hear the voices of his old crew as he fell into the pond at Kresk, and his entire being was undone. Oleander, Ireena, and Clara were naturally distraught, bringing back only his clothes, and went back to where the rest of the party was, where some maybe hasty words from Reyna upset Ireena. And after a brief talk with Oleander, the two of them wound up at the Abbey for the evening. And that's where we pick up. So, I believe Reyna was doing something with Ashai when we left off. Sorry to talk to you just as you're putting food in your mouth. No, it's fine. We'll wait.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Reyna had stormed out with Clara screaming at her, and is quickly headed towards the water where Prospero died.
And Ashai was following her, or? You follow her for a bit until you realize where she's headed, and you suddenly feel the divine energy pushing against you. You try and push forward into it, or not necessarily into the pond, but like close enough that it's more than just a tingle on your skin.
Yeah. I'll try and keep going.
Go ahead and make me a fortitude save. I know you're great at those as a rogue.
Oh, how do I... Hello? Okay, there.
22. I say you probably get within like 20 to 30 paces of the pond before it becomes too much for you to go any further without feeling more than just a little sick. Although you see Ireena, I think, going straight up to the pond itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be stealthy or anything, but I'll just hang back and let her do what she's gonna do.
What are you doing, Ireena?
She's gonna jump in the water. She's gonna start to... You said nothing to her! You said 0 things to her, so she's gonna keep going!
You dive in.
Yeah, she'll start taking off her clothes. She wants to see for herself, but there's no body.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you plumb the depths.
What am I doing?
Perception check, please. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Dirty little
20.
slutty little...
Terrible evening in Barovia. It's not too terribly hard to find. You dive down, and the clothes have sunk to the bottom of the pond, but you do see Prospero's tattered pirate clothes.
She's gonna grab them.
You grab them.
She's gonna grab anything she possibly can in the water of his.
Everything of Prospero's is down here, but for the man himself.
Damn. She's gonna grab, just scoop everything up and grab everything, and then resurface and throw it onto land.
It falls to the ground with a plop.
Slay.
It's not like stuck in the pond or anything.
How
You
far
just
is...
see her row a bunch of clothes onto the shore. How's what?
How far is Ashai from Ireena?
20, 30 paces. In clear
But
view.
enough. Okay, so enough for her to hear me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want, Ashai?
I just followed to check on you.
Check on me or tell me off?
I wasn't going to tell you off. I had the same thought. Just did not say it aloud. Because I knew how it would affect Clara.
I knew Clara's optimism was going to get someone killed one day. Optimism is weakness. I'm sorry, I shouldn't blame Clara for this, because it's not her fault, is it? It's his. Selfish fucking bastard. He knew the fucking risk and he went on anyways, didn't he? Leaving us all behind. Leaving us fucking trapped here. I'm so glad he got his happy ending. But it was too soon. We needed him a shy.
We did.
I'm so fucking tired of dealing with the death of people that I love. I am so tired of people leaving me. And he didn't even say goodbye. He knew the fucking risk. And he didn't bother to come by and say goodbye before he left. I know that we butt heads often. But he was family. We... the Forget-Me-Nots. We are family. And now we're one less. I'm so fucking tired of mourning family.
I think it is okay to be mad at him for a while. It's not fair. And I know you are tired of losing people. Seems senseless, doesn't it?
What are we supposed to do now? We don't even have a fucking body to bury. We don't have a body to resurrect if we... How are we supposed to... How do we bring him back?
No, I don't know if we can. We can ask. I wouldn't know where to start. Upset. When we were brought back here, I was trying my very best not to get attached to anyone here. Because it has always ended poorly for me. But Prospero felt a bit like how I think it would be to have a brother. So, if we can get him back, we should. But, I don't know if we will.
I'm so fucking angry at him.
Do you want a hug?
No. I need to sit here for as long as it takes for me to understand that I will not have a body to carry back.
Did you have bodies before? I don't mean to be... I don't want to upset you in asking that question. I just mean to understand your hurt.
I don't know. Burying a body just feels final. Doesn't it? Feels like closure.
Wouldn't know. We don't always get to have closure. Best you can do, perhaps, is to just remember him.
I'm just gonna stay here for a while.
As long as you need. Ashai starts walking away from the pond, but like stops at a tree at a safe distance to give you space, but she's not leaving.
And so that you don't have to feel that tingle on your skin anymore. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to do in reaction to Prospero's passing, or?
We want to do a little bit with Clara and Aster.
I would like that.
Seems
Yes.
reasonable. You two are the only one left at the campground, as it were.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, Robin, but I assume you were still crying in that moment. I think Aster will continue to hold you until I think you start to like calm down of your own volition. He just waits. He waits with you.
Yeah, what time of day is it?
It was a full day, like 8-hour ritual, so even if you'd started fairly early, it's probably early evening.
Yeah. After a while, Clara grows still. He reaches back out to Aster where he's holding onto her. And she looks at him. I think I would like to see the stars.
We can do that. It's not hard. Let's go.
Yeah. So
The two of you make your way onto the roof of the blacksmith's house. There is a gentle snow falling this evening, but the clouds are not super prevalent, so you can see a few stars here and there. Very soft and quiet as the snow falls.
Clara, as it's cold out there, she summons a little flame and she holds it in her hands between them. And she's just looking at it as she sits with Aster. I have been acquainted with grief more so than a lot of people, but it never gets easier when it's your own. I know it's what he wanted, but I miss him already. I didn't want him to go.
Me neither. But it was his choice in the end.
You can't help but... I'm so afraid now that the next time I try to help, the next time I try to heal someone, that I'm just going to lose them again. That my magic isn't going to be strong enough. That whatever taint is here, I don't know. I found my strength in all of you. I found my confidence in all of you. And I felt like maybe, with everyone at my side, I could do some good. And now I've lost one of you, and it may have been his choice, but I'm still the one who fired the shot. I was still there.
My caretaker used to tell me that sometimes our pain clouds our perspective. And when we are hurting and suffering, that we need to not repress it or get rid of it, but put it down for a second, gently. And remember that everyone sees things a little differently. You said you took the shot, but I don't see you firing anything. I don't think your act was a weapon. I think you were holding his hand. I think you were guiding him. And I think the loss of Prospero shouldn't mean you stop holding people's hands.
Core, the most important duty of Pharasma's followers is shepherd lost souls, to guide them to where they need to be, and to help those who remain. And at the end of the day, it hurts so much more that he was mine, he was ours, but I hope that he is where he needs to be now, and even if he could not pass on because of what's happening, that at least he found his crew again. He found some peace. My mentors, they always used to say, everybody feels grief differently. For me, I freeze. For Ireena, she rages. And the shy retreats. The most important thing when something happens like this is to feel, to not shut it out, as it will fester like any other wound. But after I lost Lily, I would go out at night and look at the stars, and I would imagine that they could see the river of souls in the sky like an aurora. And maybe we will see Prospero again, one way or the other, but I think Water took him, and that's about as fine a send-off that any sea captain could want. It wasn't the ocean, but in a way it was his.
I agree. And I think it probably helped that it was sacred ground.
I hope that he was protected once he left. And thank you for being here with me.
Of course. Like you said, you found your strength in us, and we found it in you. We're a team. And I guess if all else fails, there's always that parade of souls that march on. Maybe we find Prospero there.
Maybe. And I've learned that feel like no matter what, no matter how bad this gets, as we're fighting, as long as there's at least one of us trying to make things better, and that has to count. We have to change something, and I think we already have. I think things will get better, even if it doesn't seem like it.
We have to just keep trying.
Together.
Together.
And she just holds him tight and looks at the stars.
And then the ending credits roll.
Yeah. It is hard to do a character voice when your nose is full of snot.
Yeah.
The anime closing song starts playing.
Yeah. It's a really like cheery one where it's like
It just does not match
It's-
anything that just happened in
Yeah,
the
It's one of those
episode.
special ending credit scenes where it's not actually the end credits roll, but it's like the song.
It's
plays
replaying
over.
the title
Yeah.
credits because for some reason.
yeah.
All right. With that, who has the next downtime stuff to do? Okay.
Where's the schedule? I think it's Aster, right?
I'm not looking at the schedule, but if it's the rat, then it's the rat's turn.
Without our
it's the rat.
AD&D schedule.
No.
Yes, we do.
Well, they literally
No, it's the Virgo schedule, babe.
They literally, because we didn't play last week, they were so just like, we have to time it out every minute. We need the minutes for what we're doing during downtime. Who's going first?
We have it all. Arg.
Hey, go fuck yourself. I want to make sure that we can get everything done in a timely fashion.
Okay, Virgo, babe. You got it.
Okay.
Slay.
All right, Rat, Aster, what are you doing during your 2 weeks of totally not trauma downtime?
I can't help but say Aster will
Research.
hyper focus and research on a few things.
Mm-hmm.
He will, to whatever he can in his power and whoever he needs to discuss, gather more information on the Fanes and on the three ladies. If that means talking to Jenny, who we first saw imagery of it, or if there's like books in the hidden library of the
Abby?
the Abbey. Thank you.
I got you, bestie.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll me an occultism check.
Okay. Can I, just because I've been madly obsessed with my own character sheet for the past 2 days, would this count as a recall knowledge check?
Yes.
Can I diverse lore it and just roll it as esoteric lore?
Well, the way diverse lore works is you connect two different kinds of lore, and if you fail at one, then you get to re-roll it immediately with the other, right? That's diverse lore.
It just says I can take a -2 penalty to recall knowledge with esoteric lore to recall knowledge about any topic.
Oh, that's the thaumaturge thing, not the skill feat that I'm thinking of. Then
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
666. So instead of a 17, because it's 17 now, babes. Slay. It's a 15.
Slay.
It's this number. This one. It's a secret.
Secret. You got a secret. The Thanes of Barovia. You've read a little bit about them in the tome, and you've seen a couple of minor shrines out in the wilds.
Mm-hmm.
In the Abbey's records, there is not too terribly much lore that you can find. It does mention the three ladies as what's her face, Jenny Greenteeth, showed you in that triptych in her wagon. The Weaver, the Huntress, and the Seeker. Let me look it up here real quick. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Pardon my moment of looking up information that I should already know, because...
You're good, babes. You're good.
Am I good?
Yeah. It's hot in it. It's hot in it.
I think what you do find is you saw a hint of like a rhyme or something on the one shrine that you paid supplication at.
Mm-hmm.
And you find something similar, a nursery rhyme. It's in a book of nursery rhymes, old Barovian nursery rhymes. And it says that through the forest, in the trees, I feel her eyes watching me. What is my future? What does she see? Seeker of the ladies three. Through the swamp, in the deep, stories that the land does keep. What is our past? What does she see? Weaver of the ladies three. Through the mountain up so steep, my soul she holds when land does reap. What is my fate? What does she see? Huntress of the ladies three.
Huh. I'm pondering, but for the sake of flow, that is what I gather within my time researching.
Jenny does not stop by Kresk in the time that you are waiting there for things to happen.
That's fine.
Unfortunately.
Okay. No, you're okay. Can I also attempt another roll, or I don't know if this is a knowledge roll, but I would like to research, given the information I have about blind spots, if it means I need to go out and test things, if I don't know how I'd actually test that, so I think it'd be theoretical. But like
legitimate, like the blind spots in your eyes.
No, no. Because Strahda can see us at any point, given her powers and based off of the readings in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I go about doing this, but I wanna research if I need to like corkboard red string it about potential like it's in a shy board. It's in a shy board of red string of all her past love interests. No, of potential areas in the places we've traveled that could be that she can't see, or ways that we could prevent her seeing us temporarily, or
I'm gonna say this is gonna be an occultism, not like an esoteric lore.
Fair. Is this one? I'm rolling
is
that
hidden.
one. It's hidden. I go 8.
You corkboard it. You red string a shy board it.
Okay.
It's difficult to make these kind of logical leaps. All you have to go on is what you've read in the tome, and the fact that Strahda has seemingly very unerringly popped by whenever she seems to have felt like it.
Right.
You think maybe consecrated areas are beyond her purview? That they might have some manner of divine protection? But you're not even sure about that. If Strahda is the land, if she has dominion over the land, is consecrated land still part of her land?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem affected by most of the mythological constraints of vampires from what you've seen. She is not put off by holy symbols. The meal that you all had, there was sense of garlic. If you had to take a guess, she can probably walk into anybody's house that she wants to, regardless of whether they invite her or not. You just don't have enough information at this point, I think, to make a definitive answer.
That's fair. Okay. Anything
else?
We don't have to RP this, but I would say in the spare times that Aster has, he is going to be writing a cipher for everyone of his own for everybody to use. Both a key for everyone and examples.
Go ahead and roll me a society check. This is
Society.
essentially going to set the DC for it.
Okay.
So this one can be up front, is fine.
Oh, okay. Public.
Essentially, if anybody else tries to decode it, this is what they'll have to beat in order to read it. So, a 24. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I
don't know what that voice was, sorry.
That's
a great voice.
Felt the need
Puberty
to
Aster,
inject some
actually.
levity.
Puberty Aster.
Yeah, it's
That
not
was
bad at all, really.
Hey guys. Okay, so that's the DC for the thing I make.
Yeah.
Can
If
I
you want to note that down
RP
somewhere.
with Ollie?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Ollie, can I RP with you?
I'm in the fucking Abbey, my dude, so find me first, bitch.
Okay, I feel like I run into you because Aster seeks knowledge in the library of all places, and you are book reading like the goddamn nerd that we both are.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, you're correct.
Correct, thank you.
But yeah, no, you would find Oleander just kind of lean back in a chair, his legs crossed as he has a book in his lap, just kind of reading. If you look at the title of the book, it's something that has to do with cures for ailments of lycanthropy, basically.
There's just a really big picture of aconite and the instructions for making wolfsbane. And then the next page is just a werewolf getting its head chopped off.
Cures.
That's a very thin book you're reading.
Yeah, that's it. 2 cures. That's it.
It's just it's a picture book. It's just 2 pages. Hey, Ollie.
What's up?
Hey, what up? What's going on? What's poppin'?
Ew.
So,
You are arcanely inclined, correct? That is what you
Correct.
advertise yourself as?
I mean, I do know magic. Why are you asking?
I'm not particularly studied specifically in spellcasting, but through an absurd amount of research, I have developed similar ways to both do magic and rituals in some degree.
Mhm.
But I could you expose me to more different methods of arcane studies so I could potentially do other things? I feel like my
What?
path has led me into a shoehorn of knowledge, which I don't often find myself in. I'm sorry. Let me be really plain. Can you help me?
Are you wanting me to teach you how to do spells?
I want
Is that
magic.
what you're asking?
Yeah, can you show me how to like
Yes, I can
like the
completely
bigger,
help you.
but like the bigger ones. I'm trying to.
What? What do you mean by
I-
bigger ones?
I had really just kind of like haphazardly put together the essentials of what a harrowing ritual was because Reyna's cards really fascinated me.
Uh-huh. Are you
A heroin ritual? Yes, correct.
Are you okay? If you're asking me to help you learn how rituals work, I'm not. I'm self-taught. Everything that I've learned is self-taught. If you're asking me to teach you certain spells that I have in my book is the wrong word. Certain spells that
Repertoire.
I've sewn into my jacket, then yes, I can teach you that. But like, I cannot teach you rituals.
I mean, could you just like help me research them and I'll kind of figure it out on my own?
Oh yes, I can. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sick. Perfect. That's all I want. I
But
just need help.
but in return for me helping you,
Yeah.
Shy and Ireena are not here.
Yeah, it's just us. This is a very, very open library.
Why did you say what you said at the bathhouse?
I say a lot of things. I need you to be a little bit more clear.
The one that you asked about are these things that we don't say out loud.
Oh, yeah. So I've been running into a lot of social situations where I keep
No,
talking and I've been
Asta.
told no, but it's actually very important because I need somebody to keep me in check sometimes because I'm missing the cues sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to be on track with everyone.
Gotcha. Well, I'm pretty sure they're very good at being able to keep you on track for that. But I
Why
do
do you
need to
ask?
know, because I want to know exactly why Ireena has a notebook and why she's in league with Strahd.
He immediately starts chewing on his chewy. He's like, this is a topic that we should discuss with Ireena. Thanks.
Asta, I need to know the people that I am working with, so that way when shit hits the fan, I know how to handle it. Knowledge is power, and the more power I have, the more knowledge I have, the more I can control a situation. I tell one truth and I can make people fold. Me knowing that information will be able to help me prepare for when shit does hit the fan, when inevitably Strahd decides that she's done with her plaything. I'm not asking because I am intending on betraying Ireena. I am asking so that way I have information on the situation, so that way I can make informed decisions, and so I'm not motivated by my heart, but with my brain.
While I'm getting ranted to, can I use my aura sight on him? And I'm just
Yeah.
like this. Like,
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
unblinking, staring as I'm getting ranted to.
Why?
What
It
is
doesn't
that?
do
It's an
anything to
insight
you.
check or
Let me triple check.
not
It
insight,
is.
perception?
I need to do an occultism check.
Occultism.
Secret.
Against Oleander's deception DC.
Why am
Do you
I
want me to roll it?
deceiving?
Blind occultism, yeah.
Good job.
Okay,
For
my
Chow.
DC is for deception 20.
20. All right. What do you want to know?
I want to know if you can identify if they're being deceptive in some way, such as expressing a false attitude towards you or faking an emotional state.
I mean, I
I
guess
don't-
that's Oleander. Like, what? It's
No.
not. Oh, okay.
What the fuck do you mean?
It's
No.
not being deceptive.
He's being very forthright.
Okay, he's being very forthright. Can I also, just as an additional thing, because I'm nosy, do I
fuck
notice
yeah.
any fluctuations or anything different about the last time I perceived his curse?
Maybe a little bit stronger.
Okay. Okay. I think that it is not my place to be providing information about a person's private events and belongings, as I have done so before unknowingly and have been told it was bad.
That's what you believe, Asta, or is that what you've been told?
Both. Maybe a little bit more of one than the other, but listen, I've had this talk with Ireena, and despite our current situation, I've chosen to provide her with my trust as she has to me.
You work for her?
Who?
A lady?
No. I think I'm like one of the only one that really doesn't have any sort of relationship with her in terms of like good or bad. I'm barely acknowledged by this person.
You being in a group, but even one person is working with them, means that the whole group is working for them.
No, it doesn't.
Explain to me how that's not the
I think
case.
that's called black and white thinking. I think the picture's a lot more colored than you think it is. Or that you're choosing to. You tell me. I'm not going to tell you how you're feeling. But it just looks that way.
Fine. If you don't want to tell me shit about Ireena, I'll just ask her myself.
I think
What
that's
ritual do you
my
want?
original point that I said I was going to do. We could just both talk to her. I just think it's not fair at this point. We've all discussed as a group that secret keeping's not really appropriate.
Yes, well, I'm not a part of the group now, am I, Asta? So I don't apply to that.
Well, why are you not a part of the group?
Look at them. Look at me. I don't work with groups. I'm not a people person.
Are you making assumptions about yourself? I feel like this is a possibility that you are locking down due to a potential insecurity or past experience.
Asta, what
Hi.
ritual do you want to learn?
Is this I'm telling you, I'm asking
This
you
is
this
me
question
shutting
because I
down this
wanna-
conversation.
Oh,
This is me
okay.
putting a wall up. What ritual do you want to fucking learn?
Okay, I'll make one more comment before I answer that question. You wanted to talk about it, and now that I'm asking you questions, you're putting the wall up.
Yes.
Okay, it just seems contradictory, and I'm just trying to make sense in my head.
Correct.
Okay. I was gonna ask why you're being contradictory, but I said that was the last statement.
Correct.
So I had I love this game. I love this game.
The one where the rat psychoanalyzes the new party member.
Very unintentionally too. It's not like I'm doing it to pick at you. It's just like, this is weird.
I feel like you're shutting down because of some insecurities.
What fucking ritual do you want? I will look in the books for you. Just don't talk to me about it anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So I I had an idea of like taking a minor energy or spirit and like using it as like a alarm spell. You know, I've seen casters like string up things and set up an alarm, but if I could just use like a small entity or spirit and just like have it do the thing for me, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Like putting a perimeter around camp?
Yeah. And that way we don't really have to, because it just kind of goes, hey, wake up.
But we don't need a ritual for that. We can just put down sticks.
Shut the fuck up! That's the end of that scene. you guys take your downtime to learn those fucking rituals.
Yeah. We end it there. No more RP. You made a comment about
Shut the fuck up. You ruined it, Nico.
I was immersed and you pulled me out of it, you bastard.
Sorry, I was waiting for the moment.
You just put some fucking sticks down. Was there any other downtime stuff you wanted to
Alistair?
do after?
But yeah, no, Oleander would help you with that, and if you need me to roll anything, I'll roll something.
I don't know, do you want us to roll for like me retraining my rituals?
Retraining doesn't require rolls, it just requires time.
Okay. The last thing I was just gonna do was read the journal, but I want to save that for the end.
Right.
So yeah, that's
All
me.
right. Who next?
Reina. On the schedule, it's Reina.
Okay.
Read the schedule!
I'm busy!
It's the fact that we have a schedule for this. It's so funny to me.
It's 6:57. We need to move on.
We're 2 minutes past. All right. So the biggest thing that Raina's going to do with her downtime is an apology tour. She's going to start with the rat. Because
Probably
the
find
rat,
him just in
the rat is the most
library.
important person to Reina, so
Oh,
she needs to apologize to the rat first. Oh, but hold on, I forgot to say. She brought all of Prospero's shit back. Where are we staying again? Are we staying at the blacksmith's house still?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So she put all of Prospero's shit on the table. The kitchen table in the blacksmith's house, but she took the cup.
The bottomless stein, naturally.
Yeah, the bottomless stein. She has it on her now. That's it. And then yeah. So she's gonna find Aster.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hi. How are you? How are you feeling?
It doesn't matter how I'm feeling.
No, it does. It's important.
I came over here to apologize to you.
Why?
I know that sometimes I can be a little too harsh with my words, and I don't process things correctly.
Some people.
I want you to know that I'm not blaming Clara for this.
Why are you telling me that? You want to tell Clara?
Because I felt like I hurt you as well. Is that correct?
I was just confused. And I didn't understand where you're coming from, but I assume it's just pain.
Yeah.
The pain you felt, and I get it.
I'm just tired of losing people.
It's understandable given your situation now and your situation before. Everything you've been through. I get it.
I just wanted to make sure that you and I are okay. and that you're okay. Through, if you're grieving, are you okay?
Death is hard, but I don't think it wounds me as much as it used to.
What does that mean?
Well, growing up, my caretaker was a very spiritual person, and we spent a lot of time finding the forgotten people, like unnamed gravestones, forgotten graveyards, just people who died and were forgotten about. And it was hard at first. But he let me know. And it was a discussion ongoing, but a lot of pain and death is because of memories of not getting to say goodbyes, or not of unresolved issues, or fear in death itself. And that's all appropriate, but not to sound morbid, but everyone has their time.
I know that. But I hoped that Prospero would stay with us.
I didn't want him to go. But he also wasn't happy. Not that any of us are happy, but he wasn't happy.
I know. I'm fearful now of our future without him. And what's to come.
Given the state of this situation, maybe we'll see him again.
Maybe.
But thank you for taking the time to apologize. I'm okay, and I'm sorry for the way I responded to you, too.
It's alright, I think I deserved it.
Still not fair.
I'm still processing everything. Perhaps
it's a lot
tonight...
longer than some people think.
That's true. Perhaps tonight we can, if you want to, we can sit down with my Taroka deck. Would you like to, Asta?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Alright. It's a date then, you and I.
I've never been on a date, but I
Not
was
like
told
that,
there was a different
Asta.
social context then.
No, not like that.
I would like to inform you I'm not, romantically or sexually attracted to you. I don't think I feel those feelings really at all that much, but I just want, I know there's a lot of, of that going around. Okay, we're gonna hang out.
Yes, we'll rephrase. You can go on friend dates, but yes, I'll rephrase and we'll hang out.
Oh, I don't think I've heard much of a friend date. Aster takes that up, and writes down friend date.
Oh, cute.
Adorbs.
You can tell on the top, it is titled social intricacies. And there's a lot of crossing out of
Not friends with benefits, please.
Yeah, it's a Lori situation.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Too soon.
It's too soon.
Oh,
Who's next?
Ireena.
She's still at the Abbey. I think she's.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Hey,
Well,
we're having tea together. And spilling tea.
yeah, she's spilling tea with Oleander.
Fuck.
Sure.
Damn it. Okay. Great. Ireena's gonna interrupt their tea time.
Yes.
I was wondering if we could speak alone.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll be in the library, Ireena.
Of course you will. That's where you always are.
Okay, well, alright. Gives a smile and leaves.
What's going on between you and Oleander?
Chatting.
Just wondering. We haven't really spoken.
I needed some time to cool down.
I know. I just wanted to apologize for my behavior. I know I've been doing that a lot lately, haven't I? Death is not easy for me. I'm sure you know that. And I'm still processing Prospero's death. And I apologize for what I said. I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anyone.
Do you mean that, or are you just saying it?
I mean it.
Insight check. No, I'm just kidding.
Go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. Apologies are nice, Ireena. It's the first step. But there comes a point where you can't keep apologizing. You have to be better.
I know. I know.
What you said didn't hurt me. What Clara felt hurt me. And the fact that you made her feel so terrible in that moment hurt me. So I accept your apology in the spirit it was given, but I'm not one of the people you need to apologize to. Not really. And I'm sorry that I stormed off in such a tizzy.
It was deserving. I'm going to try and be better.
I believe that you are trying.
But it's not enough anymore.
It's not what I said. It's some kind of frustrating sometimes how much I care for you. There are times when I wish I didn't so much, because it would be a lot easier. But that would be a very sad, boring existence, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I know you've lost a lot of people, Ireena. And I don't want to just be one more person that you've lost. So we're all right.
Thank God.
Because we fight doesn't mean your mind has to go to the worst... the worst conclusion. It'll take a lot more than just fobbing off at Clara to drive me away.
Good.
Come here. And she grabs your hand.
I have something to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how a shy bit me in the bathhouse that one time?
How could I forget?
Right. I don't want to dwell on that. I need to tell you that I told her to come to me anytime she was hungry. Purely because I don't want her to hurt anyone else in the party. I don't think anyone else can withstand or fend her off if she's going too far, or that's it. That's the only reason. I don't want you to be blindsided if it ever happens again. It hasn't. She's found other ways.
I feel like I owe Shy an apology. Because I remember that I slapped her very hard when she said that she was the one that convinced you to, that it was non-consensual, but apparently it was.
That one wasn't. It was correct. That one was not consensual. The slap was... You don't have to apologize for that one.
She's looking at you like...
Okay, let me start over.
I'm not going to be mad if it was. I will be mad if you lie to me.
It wasn't... Ireena, I told her to that she can use me for food if she needs to.
Rephrase that.
I told her...
she laughs a little bit too, but it's a little
if
forced.
She gets hungry, to come to me first before anything, before anyone. Me, because I know I can withstand. I've had my blood drawn out of my fucking body, every last drop. I can handle it. What happened in the bathhouse, while we did have that agreement at that time, was not consensual. I said something that triggered something within her, and she felt the need to attack me. And since then, her and I have talked it over. She's apologized to me. I understand a little bit more of where she comes from and where those triggers are, so that that won't happen again.
All right.
How are you feeling?
It's a reasonable decision to make, but it's one that I feel like you should have run by me first.
I apologize. I know I should have. And I took entirely too long to tell you.
It's all right. You're doing a very good start on this apology tour.
Great!
This would be a great time to get out anything else that you feel like you want to apologize for. I'm feeling in a very forgiving mood right now. Anything.
I don't think there's anything left to apologize for.
All right, I'll hold you to that.
Do you, Ireena? I'll keep going. What would you like me to apologize for?
I had amazing rebound sex with Oleander.
What?
Kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Don't... Ireena... That wasn't funny. She says, like, through a chuckle.
It's a little funny.
Don't scare me like that. There's nothing going on between you and Oleander, right?
No.
Okay.
I barely know the man.
Just making sure.
Very intelligent, though. I know that you're not exactly his best friend, but...
No, we're best friends. Haven't you heard?
Ah. Go on to your next apology tour.
Well, Claire is next, and I'm nervous for
Oh.
that one.
Well, no time like the present. And she
Yeah.
kind of gives you, like, a little pull in for a brief smooch on the lips, and then pushes you away to go find Clara.
Gross.
And she does.
Gross.
She drags her feet to go find Clara.
Clara would be somewhere quiet, somewhere there's just not a lot of people. She's been present since it happened, but she's definitely been a little bit more detached and thoughtful than she usually is.
Once Ireena finds her, she's gonna just stand there awkwardly for a few minutes looking at her.
So, would you like to talk? Come sit with me.
She does. I'm so sorry, Clara. I should not have lashed out like that.
What else were you supposed to do? What else? When we feel so strongly for someone we care about so much. You were grieving. You were shocked. Nobody can control themselves at a time like that.
I think what hurts me the most is that he knew the risk in the ritual. Or at least maybe he had some understanding that if the ritual didn't work, he was going to die, right?
Yes.
So why didn't he come back to say goodbye to me? I wasn't there.
I think... No. In my village, back home, there was a huntsman, and years ago, when I was very small, he had an accident that left him in pain for the rest of his life. And I talked to him one day about what it was like. We were trying to help him, and he told me that when you live in pain every day, you operate on a different spectrum. You stop believing that there's a cure, that there's something that can make it better. So even when he tried magical healing, medication, and he tried to talk to doctors, clerics, there was always part of him that believed nothing would change because he had been living with his pain for so long that it didn't seem real. And maybe that's what Prospero was feeling. Even if there were risks, he was so tortured for so long. 50 years with a body that was falling apart on him. Maybe he just couldn't connect with the consequences.
Maybe.
And for what it's worth, I know that part of this is because of me. And don't try to apologize for that. I acted, and it failed, and he is gone. And maybe he would have found another way without me, but the fact remains that I was the person who did this. I helped him, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. And every day I will remember him, and every day I will endeavor to make sure something like that doesn't happen to someone else.
I remember you saying something about you had a best friend who passed. Did something similar happen with her too?
She had made contact with some wealthy merchants in one of the larger cities in Galarian. She wanted to bring a library to our village. She was so smart, but while she was traveling, she fell ill. My mentors weren't around to heal her, and I was the only one. And the disease progressed so fast that I couldn't save her. And then I learned, and it almost broke me. And Farazma is the one who helped me out of that. She sent me Ziggy so I would know that I was not alone. And I learned physical healing. I learned medicine in addition to prayer. I have endeavored to pick up as many avenues of helping people be well that I could. And that fear is always with me. It's been with me since I set foot in Barovia that I wouldn't be strong enough, but I can't let the fear that I might hurt someone stop me from trying to act, because what if I also help?
You have. You've healed all of us. You single-handedly made sure that my girlfriend didn't fucking die. Like 2 times over. And for that, I'm so grateful. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost her.
All exits are not made equal. No matter how much we try to hold on to some people, sometimes they leave us, whether they intend to or not. And that is just the way of the world. Death and endings are an immutable truth of existence. And we treasure what we had with those people. We honor their memories, and we keep moving forward.
I need to do better. I need to handle things and grief and my emotions better. And I don't know how.
Terra gives her just the gentlest smile, and she'll place a hand on hers. We're probably sitting out somewhere on the grass where there's not people around, because Clara's just needed quiet. And she says, the first step is letting yourself feel. You loved all the people you've lost. And the longer you try to hide from that pain, the worse it's going to get. Feel everything. That's what it is to be alive.
Sometimes the grief just feels too much. It just balls up in my chest, and it's tight, and it is painful.
Of course, I know. But when it gets to be too much, that's when you have to let the rest of us carry it. Let us help you bear the burden. We're a family now, aren't we?
We are. We're a family.
Even if we're not together forever. We are now. We have to make the most of it.
Thank you, Clara.
Of course.
Okay.
Who next?
The shy.
The tension.
I think you find a shy sitting somewhere, tattooing her fingers.
Slay.
Can I help?
Hello. Right. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for following me to the pond, question mark.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank you for listening to me. I needed someone to talk to in that moment. I was glad to have you. Also, I told Ireena about, well, you know, that's done.
Thank you for telling her.
You're welcome. That's all. Just wanted to say that. And I will leave you to your tattooing.
I am glad I could be of some help.
I'm gonna do better.
I believe you.
I'm gonna try. And then she walks away. And she's got a lot of anxious energy. So she's gonna go for a run.
Go for a run.
Hey, Jonathan.
Uh-huh.
I'm following her.
God damn it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Ireena can't get a
I
moment
am
of
casting invisibility.
Okay.
I'm also stealthing, so I'm doing both.
Go ahead and cast invisibility so I can see it, because I know it's different in Pathfinder.
You're so right about that, Misty.
It's
Alright.
undetected to all creatures.
So, doing stealth.
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check as well.
Cool.
Well, hidden, not...
Oh, okay. Let me hide that then. Private. Right? Or blind?
Blind.
Blind.
All right.
Hopefully that's good.
Uh,
I mean, I'm also invisible, so it doesn't matter, but hopefully that's
well,
good.
it essentially you'll be undetected, but if you roll high enough, you're also hidden. There's several levels of like being unseen by someone.
Yeah.
You are essentially at the part where they don't even know you exist.
Oh, I rolled that fucking high? Cool. Awesome.
Holy shit.
So Ireena is going for a run and does not notice the footprints in the snow behind her, following her.
Slay.
Where's she going?
She's just gonna run into the forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing weird about that.
Nothing weird about that. She runs.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking. Just keeping an eye out.
What are you keeping an eye out for?
I forget Ollie has like a 45
Like a-
foot.
Like an owl or something?
Like an owl. Like if there is one, that'd be cool.
Just know if there happens to be one
Yeah.
around.
There's like an owl, that'd be so cool. She'd want to see that.
You have
You
to
know
run
what she
for
wants.
a bit before you see like a disturbance in the trees of something flying through, knocking some snow off of the limbs, and a owl perches on a branch in front of you, looking at you with its large round eyes.
Great. Ireena will walk up to the owl and say, "You know, it's funny. We've nearly figured out how to fix Barovia. How to release Barovia of the mists. And it's taken you your entire lifetime to figure this out. It's interesting."
Oh no.
How so, my star?
Hold on. For me freaking out.
And we're gonna go ahead and take a break there.
Oh no!
It's 9:30. What do you want from me? We'll see you guys back in about 10
Got
minutes.
pissed.
I'm unwell.
Yeah, go piss. We'll see you back at like 9:45 Eastern Standard Time.
Look, I make jokes about this, but now that it's actually happening, I'm scared. Mom, pick me up.
You don't say. All right, we'll see you soon. And welcome back. We pick up with Ireena calling out Strahda, and Strahda saying, "Do tell me more, my star."
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
For what reason? What is it that you think you know that I do not?
I am not stupid. I know you've been listening in on us since the
fact
day.
that you have found my tome? That you have been reading the things that I have written in it? Is it that you have learned about the mists that surround this land? Maybe even a certain amber temple? What is it that you think you know that I do not in my 300 years of living?
She doesn't say anything.
Why have you called me here, my star? You would not have gone looking for one of my messengers if you did not truly wish to talk, to see me.
I just wanted to tell you that we're gonna win.
You are going to win. Win what? What competition do you think that you have stumbled onto?
I'm scared. Okay. She doesn't say anything. And she starts, like, trembling.
She walks closer to Ireena as you tremble despite your facade. And she puts one fingernail in the middle of your chest. Ireena, my star, do you know what you mean to me?
No.
I have sisters. I have a brother. I once had 2 brothers and a sister. I've even had a lover. But you, Ireena, you are the closest thing I have had to a child in 300 years. When you came to me that night, when those disgusting creatures murdered your family and you begged me for help, I gave it to you. Because I saw someone that was in need. I saw someone that I could help. Someone that looked up to me as a child would look up to a mother. And I did everything within my power to help you. And now you come to me and tell me that you know better than me about the curse that ravages these lands? Ireena, please tell me that I am understanding something wrong.
You're not.
It is to be expected, I suppose. Every child lashes out against their family at some point or another. Every child thinks that they know better than their parents. And just like every other child I have met in my life, they will learn that they are wrong at the worst moments. You said you feared me, Ireena. How much fear do you feel now?
um She doesn't say anything, but she like starts visibly shaking.
I'm disappointed, Ireena. I asked you to bring Van Richten to me, and you did not. I asked you to be true to me, and now it seems that your new family means more to you than your old family. If the carrots will not do, then perhaps the belt is necessary.
No.
She takes her fingernail off of your chest. And with sincere sadness in her eyes, you see her turn from you and start to walk away. And then she stops and says, "Oh, by the way, tell your invisible friend that we will see each other soon." And she takes a few more steps and disappears.
Ireena immediately starts looking for a shy.
Make
that
a
point,
when she doesn't.
Oh, are you gonna?
Oh.
Okay.
At that point, invisibility probably ends, and you see Oleander pointing his bow directly at Reyna's heart.
Oleander, please. Do it. Fucking do it. Shoot me.
What did she mean?
Which part?
The parts where you were tasked to do something, and you didn't.
She told me to bring her Van Richten. And I didn't.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't ask questions. I just do her bidding, or did her bidding.
He lowers the weapon. You know she wasn't being truthful, right?
What do you mean?
She doesn't see you as a child. She sees you as a pet, Ireena. And you're slowly becoming too much of her to handle. And as we all know, when a pet becomes too difficult, they must be put down. But it is your choice to fight or to take it lying down. And I don't think that you're a person that takes things lying down.
Who the fuck are you?
My name is Oleander Mikosvich. I was the protege of Rudolf van Richten before he killed me.
Wait. Van Richten killed you?
I thought I knew better. I thought that I could prove him wrong. And then he killed an entire pack. And killed me. I don't know how I survived, but I ran into Barovia. To me, that was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's who I am. And I'm telling you, Ireena, that you cannot stop fighting.
I know.
People get tired. But we gotta keep pushing through until everyone is safe, or else more people die.
I have to be honest with you. I don't care about the more people. I care about them. I care about the forget-me-nots. I will do anything to keep them safe. But
If you
the
get tired,
hold
Sorry.
that Strahda has on me. She's right. I came into the forest to fucking see her or speak to her. When I saw her, I had nothing to say. She's like this drug. I can't seem to kick. I never viewed her. No, I fell in love with her.
I think next time you feel like taking a hit, you let one of us know.
Okay.
The best part about breaking yourself away from addiction is by leaning on the people that you want to protect. It's okay not to be strong.
Yeah. I have this journal. I can speak to her whenever I want. Through this journal. I would burn it, but the problem is my entire life is in there. My wife's handwriting, all of my caravan's hopes and dreams and memories, everything is in that. I can't I can't part with it. She infected the most important thing in my life. The only thing that I have left of my life. So.
And I won't pry into your privates. Can I look at it?
Sorry.
Shut up!
I wasn't gonna say a damn thing.
I tried not to.
Can I look? I'm well versed in magical items. May I look at it?
Yes. It's not on me at the moment, but yes.
I think you don't want it destroyed, but this is the easiest way to fall back into old habits. Let someone else share the load. Give it to someone else. Someone that you trust. Love is a dangerous thing. It can rise cities and it can fall mountains. I recommend giving it to Aster. Or to Clara.
Give the rat all your books. All your secrets. Give it to the rat.
Yeah, okay.
I'll meet you back at the location, the place, wherever we're going. I don't know.
You know, the location.
I'll meet you back at the location.
The place.
Slay.
Alright.
The only thing that Ireena has left to do is tarot stuff with Aster, but we don't have to RP that.
Sure. In that
Can I
case,
say one thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys come back from your run, and Asher's like, "Oh, can I go next? Or can I go?" And you guys are like, "No."
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You have too little legs. Your legs are too short for a run
Listen,
with Ireena.
We all took
Even
fleet,
Reyna
right?
has to catch up with me. You're gonna be left in the dust. Yes, you do.
Oh,
I got 45 base.
Oh, are we about to race? Because
Wait. Yes.
I'll fucking cast Tailwind on myself and make me have 55 feet of movement per action.
fuck. Come on, Reyna's good at running, okay?
Ireena's good at running!
Let her have this.
No.
Does that bring us to Oleander's downtime?
Is he the next on the schedule?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only one that hasn't done anything yet, so...
Yeah. Okay. Well, first things first. He has to break the news to Ezmerelda.
And what
Oh,
news
it's-
might that be?
Well,
You-
you know, the news. TM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's at the Abbey. Probably poring over a book with Aster, some esoteric lore. I don't know.
I'll take it.
Seeing that Aster's there. Oleander will just kind of...
Hello, Ollie.
Evening. Do you have a moment?
Sure. And she puts a bookmark in the book that she was looking up, and it was like phases of the moon. Follows you out somewhere.
He's gonna walk with her towards the lake.
Head on down the switchback towards the pond. What's all this about then?
Um. Something happened, Ez.
It's a serious thing, all right?
Yeah. Prospero's not coming back.
Oh. What happened?
Well, Clara knows how to break curses now. And she brought the, topic up to Prospero. And Prospero saw no downside to what that could mean, and... I mean, you know how revenants are supposed to work, correct?
Right, exist until they've taken care of the revenge that they sought in life. To
Correct, and
revenge their murder.
if you take away the curse that holds them there, that's just a corpse.
Ah, I see the problem.
But there's no corpse.
Never mind, I don't see the problem. Well, I see a different problem.
Correct. Prospero not only died, but disappeared. That's not how that's supposed to work.
Where did it happen?
Gestures to the pond.
Mhm.
I can take you to the exact location. His stuff is still down there. We
No,
don't
it's
know that.
It's
We
in
don't
the
know
kitchen.
that.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, I believe you. She looks out at the pond and is like, well, this is consecrated. So, I don't know, maybe there was some strange interaction between the ritual, the curse breaking, and the consecrated water. Might have, if it went wrong or right, maybe it's the leftover undead flesh just was cleansed. I don't know. It's a right shame, though. I feel a bit bad for taking advantage of Prospero when we first met, but
What happened?
he thought that he recognized me, thought that I was an old flame of his and that I'd stolen a ring that was particularly valuable to him, but I'd never met him before. But I saw an opportunity to get close to some powerful adventurer folk and ran with it until I felt too bad to keep it up anymore. Suppose that's another mystery that'll never be solved then. At least he's not suffering anymore.
Maybe. We don't know that. There's so many unknowns in this. You and I both know we know someone who can possibly give us some answers on this.
Madam Ava?
Possibly. We would have to go find back to the camp.
Are we talking about,
I mean, he is closer.
Yes, but I don't think that's going to help us. He may be closer on a physical, geographical level, but the wily old bastard is impossible to find. Always has been.
Well, yeah. But we recognize patterns. We recognize disguises.
I mean, you know damn well that I've been looking for him in every passing stranger that's come by, but nothing yet. According to the Forget-Me-Nots, I just missed him when I first got here to Kresk.
Where?
Apparently, literally, we crossed paths without knowing it. He came to the Abbey, and then I came to the Abbey, and then he left Kresk. So...
Left Kresk. Okay.
As far as the Forget-Me-Not said, maybe he came back, maybe he's somewhere else. You haven't seen a tiger around, have you?
He's got a tiger?
He's got a tiger now.
Okay.
I was actually with him when he got the tiger cub. It was very cute as a kitten. And then it got
Bet it was
real
nice.
big.
Good to know that he chooses his companions that are four-legged now. Like, you know, he refuses to keep, I guess, bipedal... You know what I meant?
He always kept me at an arm's length, even when he was training me, so...
Yeah. Does that. But...
What did you take away from his training?
What do you mean?
Monster hunters are a, shall we say, diverse lot. Some are specialized, some are generalized. And most of them tend to have very differing views and reasons for doing what they do. Why study under Van Richten, and why do you feel the same way that he does about everything? About monsters?
I mean... Overall... Monsters are... not good.
Way to put a very fine point on it. Yes, monsters are not good.
And sometimes... of a town... you need to be the bad guy. And, I'm not looking at the chat. And, I'll put it frankly, monsters are monsters. And they need to be getting rid of. There might be one or two that are good and can be helpful and can be used to further goals. But if you look at it, monsters kill people. whether they mean to or not. And I know that's not the answer you wanted.
I didn't say it was the answer I wanted or anything. I was genuinely curious. I'm not here to judge you based on the things that Van Richten taught you. You really do sound just like him, you know. Maybe that's not the answer that you were hoping for, but... Monsters are monsters, and monsters kill people. And so you think they all deserve to die, yes?
I mean, I thought differently once.
What changed?
I was killed
By a monster?
by a man.
By a man.
Did he tell you
So-
anything about how we left off?
Of course not.
I fell in love with a werewolf. He and I got into an argument, and I said some very unkind things. A year later, he killed me thinking I was a werewolf.
He looks at you. You're lying.
What do you mean?
Van Richten may not have said a lot, but I feel like he would have mentioned killing one of his proteges.
I have the scar to prove it. Like, I died, I think, and
You think?
something, I don't know how to explain how it all happened, but I got back up and I ran.
So then you didn't die. You lived.
Yes and no. No and yes? I don't know how to explain it.
There's a lot of things in life that aren't black and white, but I feel like death is definitely one of those things. So either Van Richten killed you or he didn't, and given that you're here in Barovia and not dead in Orth somewhere, I think it's more likely that he didn't kill you.
Probably felt like death, even if it wasn't.
But actually, this works well for my point anyway. If monsters kill people, but the fact that a person killed you is why you think that of monsters, why don't you think that of people? People kill people all the time.
Yeah.
People kill a lot more people than monsters ever do. And I've met monsters that didn't want to be monsters and haven't hurt anyone in their entire lives. Either on purpose or accidentally. I understand that monsters are dangerous. I'll never pretend that they're not. But a lot of the times, the monsters are victims. They got in a bad way. They ran across something evil, and they have to suffer just as much as the people that they wind up hurting. I'll be the first one to take them out if I need to. But I'm not going to look at every single creature that isn't human as an immediate threat. Not any more than a person would be, at least.
Got into arguments with him a lot, take it?
It's one of the reasons we parted the ways we did. Not the worst, but certainly not the best. But I can't really blame him. He's seen a lot of shit. But I want to be better than him. And if there was one thing we did agree on, it's that he thought that I could be better than him. Both as a person and a monster hunter.
Let's hope you are.
I really hope so too. Otherwise I just blew a bunch of hot air out my mouth.
Mhm.
I am
Well-
very sorry to hear about Prospero. But I hope that he's not suffering anymore, because from what I saw, he was suffering quite a lot.
Let us hope.
Does Mara guide him?
Sure. I just wanted to bring you out here in case you wanted to, have a moment. But if not, I'm just gonna dive into the water and grab his shit.
You go down to the bottom of the lake where you feel like you left his things and they're not there.
What the fuck?
You come back out and like, it's a miracle that they're gone.
They're
He's
fucking
alive
gone.
again. Do you
When I
come
go
out and
on-
tell Ez that?
Well, I go up and I'm like confused, and I'm like, maybe for some reason, water currents, that's a thing, right? And I'll go back down and I'll just kind of like do a quick cursory look around.
You do a quick cursory look around and you realize that there is no water current. The water is like completely still. But you do a quick
fuck
like
did it
look around,
go?
like it's gone. And as the second time you come up, Ez is just like, is everything all right?
Can't find his shit. It's gone. It's all gone.
Do you think maybe someone else got it already?
I don't know. They were very angry last night. I don't. Maybe.
Maybe go check where they're staying first before you jump to any conclusions.
I mean, I'm jumping. I've jumped. But yeah, no, I got you.
Or dive to any conclusions.
Yeah, so, I need to know all the information before making assumptions, I know. He'll get out, kind of shake his hair.
It's very cold, by the way. It's snowing.
I have a spell that makes it not... I would cast fucking fire on myself if I could.
Yeah, the spell is called There's a Fireplace at the Blacksmith's.
He'll give a nod to her and I'll go check at the blacksmith's.
She goes back up to the abbey. You go to the blacksmith, and his stuff is just like on the table in the front room.
Motherfucker! Shit! Next bit of downtime he'll do is he will search out Clara.
I'm here.
Where is here?
Library, or she's either in a library at the Abbey or in Siegfried's potion lab.
Oleander will find her and pull his hood back, kind of putting his hair up in a messy half bun. Clara?
Oh, Oleander. What is it?
I feel like we should talk about Vallaki.
I see. Alright. Would like to pull up a chair? Or is this should we go somewhere else?
I think walking is a good way to just talk.
Alright. Lead the way, then.
Do you feel safe if we stay inside, or do you want to go outside the gates?
Talk about something like that, I'd rather not. There be an audience.
Stop rolling!
He's rolling!
Don't worry about it.
I can't cast a See the Unseen because that's metagaming. Fuck you. Alright. Let's go.
If anybody's watching us, it's Martzena, and I know it. And I know why.
That's fine. He will walk with Clara outside of the gates. And they kind of walk the path. Just around.
What was it
Vallaki's-
about Vallaki?
Vallaki's not your fault.
I know that.
The people who died there, not your duty, keep alive.
Even so, I cannot harden my heart completely to the suffering of other people. I know I was not the one who put the blade to them, but I know that I couldn't have stopped all of it, but still deserved to live.
Yes. But sometimes, to save the most amount of people, there will be some death.
Focusing on the greater good is important, but there can be a dangerous line of thinking, you know.
Can be. But if you tried to go back, the Burgomaster and his son, you would not be here with us. And while yes, thinking of the greater good is dangerous, thinking of yourself is safety. I also once thought that I could save everyone. It was a big city, and there was these undead, zombie-like creatures. I thought that I would be able to just take them on by myself. And then I saw there was a small family on one side. On the other side of town, there was 40 people. I thought, If I manage to get this family, then I can save this family and 40 people. I went after the zombies that were coming for the family, and instead of being able to save family, died. 15 others died. And I almost lost my arm. Sometimes you need to make the difficult decisions. Not blame yourself on the fact that you couldn't save them.
I once heard that sometimes there is no right decision. In a situation, sometimes there's just decisions, and making a choice is better than not choosing at all. You acted in that situation, and we came out with survivors. And that is something to be celebrated. I see scenes like that. I experience things like Prospero, and it just feels so small. I worry that I'll never be able to make a difference, no matter what I try.
You did make a difference, though. You saved the city. You made this family. You brought back a woman that was going to succumb to the vampire bats. From what I've heard, you saved Ireena countless times. You make a difference. Your bad should never outweigh your good.
Thank
We
you.
all make mistakes.
We do.
And the biggest mistake that you can make is letting yourself be weighed down by the mistakes of your past.
Feel it and move forward. Bury their memories. I know you haven't been with us for long, Oleander, but for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're fighting with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your monster training really didn't teach you much about positive emotion, did it? We'll work on it.
Yeah. Anyway. I need to do research on things. I will talk to you later. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what happened. Okay, goodbye. And he just kind of walks away.
Is there anyone in this party that isn't socially awkward?
No.
Ziggy.
Ziggy. Oleander is now gonna actually meditate to figure out who that auburn-haired woman was he saw in the dream before.
Meditate or research?
Read the box.
Can I do both?
Read the box.
Read the box. You could do both, sure.
I'm gonna do both, please.
Okay, do
Well,
Thank
both.
you. He's trying to get back into that trance-like state where he saw her last time, and just kind of. He wants to know what it is.
Go ahead and make me an occultism check.
Okay. Blind or public?
Blind.
Why? It's fine. I'm an expert in this. Should I hero point it? I got 2.
No.
Okay.
You go looking and trying to like get into this zen-like state. You try it in a few different ways, just like going into one of your favorite trees and napping. You try it on like walking about town and immersing yourself in the sounds and sights of the town. And just sort of as like a last desperation move, you go up to the abbey thinking like maybe there's something in there that might give you a clue. And you're, ruffling through all the texts. And your hand hits one, and you just suddenly feel this urge to just yank it out. That seems odd. And on the face of the book is what is it? It's called The Lady of Delights. Is the title.
Opens it.
It's an old book. Worn away in a lot of places. A lot of the words are missing, but it seems to talk about a some kind of being. You're not sure reading it if it's a deity or a devil or a demon or anything like that. It's not super clear on the who, the where, and the what. But what it does tell you is the story of this beautiful woman who maintained a palace in a demiplane, inviting people to enjoy the intoxicating splendor of her chambers of delight, which offered anything that the heart could desire. And it would go well for a while before eventually they would be so enamored that they would never leave. And she enthralled many, many mortal souls this way. And she went by the name Shami Amore.
Leander reads, and he just drops the book. Oh no. What the hell did I do? Oh no. Okay, everything's fine. We're all fine. Oh no. And he's kind of just muttering this as he's walking back to the blacksmiths? Yeah, the blacksmiths.
Sure.
How many days has it been?
I'd say with everything that's happened, we're getting close to like the end of the 2 weeks. So this is like day 12.
Oleander has probably not done the thing. Probably for 3 days now. Because he's been so busy in the books.
The thing. What happens when you don't do the thing?
If I don't do the thing for over a week, I get the doomed feature until
Mhm.
things happen.
Well, you're aware that you haven't done the thing in a while, but nothing bad has happened yet.
Okay, maybe if I just stop, it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'm just gonna find Aster. And he's gonna find Aster.
Does this man looks okay?
I don't know, does he?
No.
Hey, Ollie, you okay? You're sweating a lot.
Oh,
And it's like
yeah.
cold out, so this is a little weird.
Just thinking about this current situation that we're in.
Like which part? I know there's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh, all of it. It's a lot. You have a book, right?
Sense motive.
Go ahead.
The fact that you're like, do you need the book? Do you have the book? Girl.
I mean, dude's sweating, but you don't like. Maybe he just wants a nice little distraction.
Don't fucking flip me off, you bitch. I'll hero point it right now.
You
By
won't.
all
Yeah,
means.
No,
fuck
won't.
you. Fuck you, I hero point it.
Go ahead.
I'm being taunted and I'm falling for it.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes, use
please
these
waste all
rolls.
of your hero points. It's against the deception is. Okay. You can definitely tell that that Oli has gotten some kind of bad news, but he really does not want to talk about it.
Aster, please. Can we talk about the book?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like hold things against you, but like, will you talk about it with someone?
No. Anyway, let's look at the book.
Okay. Aster puts the book down and sits on it. Holding things in is actually really bad for you physically and mentally. So I can't force you to express yourself, but you need an outlet, and I'm not gonna just sit here and like watch you crumple.
No. Please, I need this distraction with the book, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying you that. I'm just saying you have to.
You are actively sitting on the book. You are denying me.
No, well, yeah, I'm delaying. There's a difference between delayed access and denied access, right? So, I'm delaying it for the sake of please anyone. It doesn't have to be me.
Okay.
Ireena, maybe? Or like a
Okay.
shy if we're thinking we're gonna be like a little riskier about it.
I will talk to whomever I need to talk to. Can we please look at the book?
Name a person. Name a woman.
Ireena. Ezmerelda.
That's
Strahda.
only it. That's
Ireena.
easy.
Oh wow, you're gonna talk to a lot of people. Okay,
That's on me, I
cool.
set the bar too low.
Yeah.
Name a woman.
Name a woman.
I'll talk to anyone, and I'll talk to Ireena. Can we please look at the book?
All right,
Thank you.
but I'm gonna check in with Ireena. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, great. Please open the book.
I open the book and my fucking tons of paper of like decoding shit.
Hey
All right.
guys, we still got an hour and 15 minutes left.
Hey, we have a potential hour and 15 minutes left. We don't.
Yeah, the
necessarily need to
potential
use
is
the whole 4
90%
hours.
confirmed. 95%.
We will go
confirmed.
until a good moment arrives. So you're translating the next entry in the Tome of Strahda, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a society check.
How good's your society?
It's plus 12 on the reg, plus I get a plus 2 bonus.
Okay, I have a plus 13, and if you aid me, I will get a plus 2.
Fine, you could take the lead, bitch.
So go ahead and make an aid check.
Aster doesn't say that, but David does.
I want to make a roll.
It is your downtime, so yeah, sure, go for it.
Make that aid check, bitch.
Oh, rude. Is it? I forget. 8 is also the role I need to make. Society. Okay.
Society aid, yeah.
Eh.
Hey, that is a critical success.
Bitch, I could have just done the book by myself.
So that's a plus 3 item bonus.
A plus
Oh!
3.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, so if you do this, this, and this, and you do this, this, and this.
Okay. Is this public or is this?
It can be public. It'll be immediately obvious whether you decipher it or not.
Oh! 33!
Is that high enough? Or
It
should I
sure
hero
is.
point it? Oh, thank
It
God.
takes you
30
most
is,
of the day working together. This one is extensively long and extensively well ciphered compared to the last ones.
Give it to me. I want it.
Gib.
I'm gonna cry. Alright, here we go.
Oh shit! This is okay.
She's so long, guys. She's so long.
She is very fucking long. Okay.
Not the last word saying all went dark. Alright, fuck me. Here we go.
What's,
Okay, off we go.
What's everyone else doing on like the last day of downtime? Just while they're doing this?
I'd like for Ireena to give.
So what you cut out?
Oh, I'd like Ireena to give her journal to Aster.
Okay, so Aster has the journal, but he's a little busy right now.
Yeah.
So you do that early.
I heard you quietly, but I need to read.
No, that's fine.
That's
That's it. That's all. That's the only other thing I wanted to do.
Let me put it this way: where is Ashai during like near the end of the day, while on that last day before downtime ends? Or I meant to say Ireena. I'm sorry.
Here you go.
Where is Ireena?
Yeah, like near the end of the day on the last day of resting.
She's probably back at the blacksmith's house, trying to get rest, maybe.
Ashai?
Like-
That is where Ashai is.
Oh,
Clara?
good.
Clara will have been talking with Marzina and Zigfrek.
Okay, so you're at the Abbey
She's
too.
yeah, she's in the Abbey.
Ireena will be in town with Ashai and Ireena as well. Anyone that's like near a window sees a storm start to roll in.
Great.
Not a lightning storm like the last one that you were in Kresk for, but dark billowing clouds rolling in from the east. And there's no accompanying cold front. Like, it doesn't get colder as you might expect when a storm is about to roll through. But you can feel all the hairs on your arm start to stand up. You see people coming out of their houses, all seemingly a little bit agitated. Some of them see like the storm clouds coming in and go to like grab their kids to bring them inside.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can Oleander, with his quick feet, run to find Ireena? He has just finished reading. He is running to find Ireena.
Yeah. You run out of the Abbey to see this storm starting to roll in from the east. You can see, like, none of the lightning is reaching down out of the clouds, but you can see the clouds sort of illuminated by lightning that is striking within the clouds. You know how it gets sort of backlit sometimes. You know Ireena is probably down at the blacksmith, so you start running down.
He is gonna cast Long Stride on himself. Heightened, so it lasts for 8 minutes. 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also going to cast Warp Step every few seconds. He's now running at least 60 feet per... Yeah, he is speeding. He is trying to get to Rain as fast as he can.
There's basically like a little Roadrunner dirt cloud going down the switchback, down from the Abbey towards Kresk. What are you guys doing? Ireena kind of looks out the window and says, "That feels strange. You feel it too, right?"
I feel it. I don't know what to do about it, but I feel it.
Maybe we should go find the others.
All right.
The last time there was a storm this bad, nothing good happened either.
Yeah, we should all be together at least.
You guys, like, grab your stuff and go to leave just as Oleander comes just way faster than any human has any right to do, just right in front of you.
Ah!
He called you family, correct?
What?
She called you family.
If we're talking about Strahda, then yes.
You need to hide now.
What? What? Oleander, I need you to explain, please.
He tosses what the tome entry. Yeah.
Have you finished reading, David, or?
Yeah, I'm just
Did you go with Oleander as he booked it out of the Abbey?
Aster just comes running up like 5 minutes later, out of breath.
Maybe did someone maybe grab Clara as well? Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, no. All of us
yeah.
are grouped together. Fucking,
Okay.
they just get like breakneck speed, get yoinked.
Yoinked.
Is that okay with you, Clara, or? Okay, making sure.
I kind of took it over last week, so I can be. We can do groups.
Yo,
Just wanna make
Claire,
sure.
get your ass over here.
The potions.
Bro, get your
What's
ass
going
here.
on? What happened?
Read.
What? Where is it?
Ha!
Yeah. Throw it in front of you. You hear a voice say, "And where do you think that you could go, that you could hide from me?"
No.
You look
No.
and
No.
see on top of the blacksmith's roof
No.
is Strahda von Zerevich
No!
looking down at you all.
wait a what?
We're so fucked.
Oleander looks up. What?
I will give you one last chance. One last thing that you may do for me to prove that you are not against me. There is a mage in the mountains to the north named Firan Zalhonan. He knows much about the mist. I desire his knowledge. If you find him and bring him to me, then I shall forgive your prior transgressions.
Why?
My lady. Why should we be loyal to you?
Because I am the lord of this land.
We are not of your land.
All who dwell within these mists are in my domain. I ask you a second time. Do this task for me.
Why can't you? You are the land.
Because this is how I demand fealty. I am the land. There is a burst of lightning in the clouds behind her. And all those who dwell in my domain do as I say. Or else they have no place here.
I thought you had called off your siblings.
I
who were
have.
in your good graces. What changed?
My siblings are not here. I am.
I see that.
She looks. She doesn't even look at Reyna, but she says, "There is only one person to blame for this."
We are
Yes.
all
I ask
looking at
you
her.
a third and last time. Find this mage and bring him to me. I shall not be denied more than thrice.
Brina says we will.
300 years ain't that long. I live longer than that, and I'm not even undead.
So you refuse?
No. Raina speaks up. No, we don't refuse. We don't refuse. We will bring him to you. We will bring him to you.
She's looking directly at Oleander right now.
Just stop it.
And if we refuse?
Then I quit dangling the carrot. And she reaches into the back of her satchel and throws a hand, which
You motherfucker.
into the dirt in front of you.
Whose hand?
Whose
I know
hand?
whose hand that is.
Oleander, you recognize this as the left hand of Van Richten.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
Where is he, you bitch?
Your friends did not bring him to me, and this is the consequence.
Clara places a hand on Oleander's shoulder.
Don't fucking touch me!
I will be waiting in my castle. Either you bring
Shh.
Firand to me, or don't. But know ye this. So long as I dwell on the throne in Barovia, none of you shall ever leave this place, dead or alive.
Clara steps forward, and she looks at Strahda. And she's standing tall, but her legs are trembling. We will seek out this mage, my lady. We will learn what knowledge he has. And you are right. We all know who is responsible for how things have turned out.
At least one of you sees clearly.
Speaking of seas,
I am Strahda. I am the land. do not forget. There's another bright crack of lightning that is so bright it blinds all of you for a split second, and when you look back, she is gone.
Could I have been looking at her with my special eyeball?
Look with your special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
You can, but we'll just have to talk about that next week.
Oh, fudge!
Wow!
Wait, no, I want to say a thing. Let me do
Okay,
a
go
closing
ahead, say a
remark.
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
After
let's keep
Strahda-
it going.
Yeah.
When Strahda disappears, Terra looks back to the rest of the party, and there's a look on her face that you've hardly ever seen, and it's fury, and it's disgust. We all do know who is responsible. It was not Ireena, and it never has been. She, Strahda, she is the one. We won't let her turn us against each other.
Oleander just roughly pushes past Clara and gets the hand.
She's trying to tear us apart. She is lost. She has been lost in her own grief for longer than almost any of us, for longer than any of us have been alive. We will not be like her.
Ireena just goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for this to happen. I'm so sorry. And then she runs away.
Oleander's running after her.
So am
You
I!
can catch up.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you for joining us on yet another
Fucking
terrible,
evil DM coin ass
horrible,
motherfucking ass.
no good, very bad
Mhm.
Saturday in Barovia. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. We'll see you next time.
Fuck your coin. You can't kill my optimism.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Farewell.